Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about the discount, profit and loss, and a value-added tax. So already in the last class, I have given the formulas related to discount. Discount is nothing but whatever market price is there. Actually, we won't give that much amount. After the discount, some amount we will reduce. That reduced amount is known as discount. Suppose we did the shopping for 20 rupees per suppose. See, actually, originally we will not give that much amount. After bargaining, you will reduce the amount and you will give the rounded off figure. Yes or no? How much amount was reduced here? 20 rupees. Original amount is known as market price. Whatever amount for how much he was sold that item is known as selling price. Shopkeeper for how much amount that shopkeeper was sold is selling price, and the amount how much is reduced, that is comes under discount. So to find out discount, depending on these three terms, discount, market price, selling price, and discount percentage, we have several formulas. While we are simplifying the questions, we have to use those formulas. And I have given, so once again I am writing discount formulas. After that I'll explain about profit and loss. Discount. So the problems related to discount are, first one is discount formula. Discount is equal to original price minus given price, that is MP minus S. And from this we have one more formula, that is discount percentage is equal to percentage of discount. How much percent? This is number. Here everything is dealing with money only. So rupees we will get. Percentage, how much percentage is reduced, that is discount percentage, is given by discount by MP into 100. MP is the original value. Whenever you are dealing with percentages, they are related with the original value, cost price or MP like that. See, next, thirdly, depending on this formula, what is the SP value? SP is equal to minus SP by bringing the set plus SP plus discount by bringing the set minus discount. So SP will be equal to MP minus discount. Okay, this is in terms of MP and discount. And if I have discount percentage, in that case SP will be given by MP into 100 minus discount percentage divided by 100. So how it came, already in the previous class I have explained for you. This in discount formula I have forgot. Okay, take now discount percentage is equal to the fifth formula. From this second equation, I am trying to get the discount value. When discount, if the question in the question they have mentioned market price and SP, this is the formula for discount. If they are given discount percentage and MP, from this I am writing the formula for discount. Discount is equal to MP into discount percentage by 100. Discount percentage by 100 is discount by 100 is nothing but discount percentage only. So discount percentage of MP is discount. Okay, from this we will get this formula. SP is equal to MP into 100 minus discount percentage by 100. From here find out the SP value. Okay, now coming to the next, means here instead of discount we must substitute discount percentage of MP. By taking MP common we will get this formula. Okay, next, sixth formula. MP from this final equation, just observe 100 into SP by, this is extra, 100 minus discount percentage. Okay, these are the 6 related formulas depending on discount, SP and MP and discount percentage. Whenever you are getting the questions depending on discount, MP, SP, you need to remember these formulas. Okay. So in our last class only, I have explained how we got SP as well as MP and discount percentage also. So now we will see next topic, that is profit and loss, and these formulas you need to by head. You have to learn. Without these formulas, we can't able to simplify even one question also. And coming to profit and loss, there also will get the formulas. And thirdly, value added tax is there. Now next topic is profit and loss. First we will consider for profit. See, profit is nothing but if I have bought an item, see, for suppose bicycle, I bought a bicycle for 2,500 rupees. Okay, I bought a bicycle for buying amount is 2,500 rupees, and I sold that bicycle to another person for 3,000 rupees. Means selling amount is equal to 3,000 rupees. I bought a cycle for 2,500 rupees and I sold it for 3,000 rupees. Now which value is more? Means whatever amount I spent on that item is lesser than the for how much I sold. Means I am getting somewhat extra money here, yes or no? That extra money is known as gain. And how much amount we are paying, we are the buying amount is known as cost price of the given item, and simply it is denoted by CP. About these terms we have studied in our previous classes also, so once again I am revising. And selling price is nothing but selling amount is sold amount is known as a selling price, and it is denoted by SP. So just observe these values now. I bought the item for 2,500 rupees and I sold it for 3,000 rupees. CP is less than SP. That means SP is more than CP. In that case, I am getting extra amount. I am not getting any loss. So I am getting profit. So in case of whenever you are getting SP more than CP, selling amount is more than the buying amount. In that case, you will get profit or gain. Profit or gain. Other name of profit is gain. And how much gain we got? We have to know that. See, how much gain, how much extra amount that person getting? 3,000 minus 2,500. That is 500. 2,500 plus 500 is equal to 3,000. That means profit is given by SP minus CP, greater value minus smaller value. Greater value is here SP. So SP minus CP. Remember, in case of profit, SP is more. So difference between SP and CP will give us profit. And depending on this, we have several formulas. So remember, if SP is more, we are getting the profit or gain, and it is given by profit is equal to SP minus CP. So here different formulas, depending on the same formula I will give you now. With one formula, how many formulas are there? See, whenever SP is more than CP, we are getting the profit. So profit is equal to SP minus CP. This is my first formula, basic formula. Okay, and next I have from this I need to get SP value as well as CP value. To get SP, CP is extra term. So minus CP by bringing this at plus CP. So SP from the above formula in terms of profit and CP is profit plus CP. Otherwise CP plus profit, no problem. And thirdly, from this only CP value I want to know. Minus CP, bring this side, plus CP. And profit, bring this side, SP minus profit. So CP will be equal to SP minus profit. Just remember, in case of profit, SP is more. To get SP value, we have to go for addition. For remaining two, we have to do the subtraction from the greater value minus smaller value. See, SP minus CP, SP minus profit is CP. SP minus CP is profit. SP minus profit is CP. SP plus CP plus profit is SP. Because here SP is more. To get SP, we have to go for addition. In remaining two cases, we have to do the subtraction. That's all. And this is about only profit. What about profit percent? See, profit or gain also. So gain is equal to SP minus CP. Otherwise, SP is equal to gain plus CP. CP is equal to SP minus gain. And next we have profit percent or gain percent. Profit percent or gain percent is equal to profit by CP into 100, actual amount. Whenever we are dealing with the percentages, we will take the actual amount. So CP only we will take, not the SP. Profit percent or gain percent is equal to profit by CP into 100. Same, gain percentage is equal to gain by CP into 100. Okay. From this, I want to write profit formula. See, when SP and CP are given, this is a profit. When profit percentage and CP is given, what is the formula for profit? Here, fifth formula. Profit in terms of profit percent is equal to, this one will become CP by 100 into profit percent. By 100 is nothing but already percentage symbol we have. So profit percentage of CP is profit. When percentage and CP given, profit percentage and CP is given, this is the formula to get profit. When SP and CP is given, then this is the formula to get profit. Okay. And still we have SP formula in terms of profit percentage and CP. We have SP formula CP into 100 plus profit percent by 100. Okay. And from this we will write a CP formula also. CP is equal to 100 into SP by 100 plus profit percent. So remember, depending on profit and profit percent, we have several formulas. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. When SP and CPs are given, so depending on that, we have these three formulas. And coming to profit percentage is given by profit by CP into 100. From this, we have profit is equal to profit percentage of CP. SP will be equal to CP into 100 plus profit percent by 100. See, to get this formula, we have simplification. Observe, SP is equal to profit plus CP. So profit is nothing but profit percentage of CP. So substitute that value, simplify, you will get this final equation. Okay. So for that, no need to do simplification. Just remember the formula. That's why I'm giving directly formula. Okay. Now coming to the next condition, last. See, just reverse of profit, whatever we did now. Once again, I'll give the example, observe. Now coming to the next topic, loss. Loss is nothing but, see, if I bought an item for 1500 rupees and I sold it for 1200 rupees. Now observe, whatever amount I spend, that is more than whatever I am receiving. Yes, means this value CP only more than SP. I'm getting less amount. Original amount is 1500. I spent it for 1500, but I got only 1200. Means less amount I am getting. So when you are getting like this relation, means when CP is more than SP, we are getting a loss. That loss how will be calculated? How much loss we got? Means how much amount I got less? 300 rupees, yes or no? That one how I can get CP minus SP, 1500 minus 1200 is equal to 300. That is 300 rupees of loss I got in this case. So whenever CP is more than SP, we will get loss. And that loss value we will get by CP minus SP, greater value minus smaller value. So basic formula is loss is equal to, again we will get as how many formulas we got for profit, same thing. So loss is equal to CP minus SP. Whenever your buying amount is more than your selling amount, you will get loss. And secondly, from this, because CP is more, so to get CP we have to add remaining two, loss plus SP. CP is equal to SP plus loss. And to get the third item, that is SP, we have to subtract again. CP is more, so CP minus loss. These are the three formulas related to this topic. And now coming to the fourth one, loss percentage. Percentage of loss is equal to loss by CP into 100. Original value only we have to take whenever we are dealing with percentage. So loss by CP into 100. This is the formula for loss percent. Depending on this, we have several formulas like to get CP, to get loss percentage into CP by 100. By 100 means already percentage is there. So loss percentage of CP is loss. Loss is equal to loss percentage of CP. Profit is equal to profit percentage of CP. Loss is equal to loss percentage of CP. When loss percentage and CP is given, you can find out loss. When profit percentage and CP is given, you can find out profit. And sixth one, SP value in terms of loss. Actually, SP we have CP minus losses, or no? So here I am giving the solution, just observe. After that I will give the formula. That is CP minus loss is equal to, in terms of percentage of loss, is loss percentage of CP. That is loss percentage of CP is loss. That is nothing but CP minus loss by loss percentage into CP by 100. Okay, that is 100 in CP is common in both the terms. So take out CP. 1 minus loss percentage by 100. That is CP into 100 minus loss percentage by 100. In case of profit percent, 100 plus profit percentage by 100 into CP. Understand? So this is the final formula. That is CP minus, CP into 100 minus last percent. If you are having profit, just 100 plus profit percent by 100, that's all. Okay, and from this CP value in terms of SP and last percentage. So CP will be equal to, bring all terms this side, 100 into SP, that is SP into 100 divided by this term in the denominator because it is in numerator. No, so 100 minus last percentage. These are the different formulas related to loss and last percentage. Now coming to next topic, value added tax. So tax is nothing but some extra amount we are paying to the we are paying for different goods or whatever. See, for suppose if we are buying in very large amount of goods, for suppose 20,000 like that is it, then for its transportation we have to bring from one place to another place. Whatever large huge amount of goods, I am talking about goods, okay, if you are bringing that, compulsory we need to bring in okay, just observe, if we are paying some tax is nothing but extra amount. For suppose 500 you are paying to bring out those goods. So complete amount, the actual amount plus extra amount is known as value added tax. That is 20,500. This 500 rupees is a tax. Okay. Now, so value added tax, VAT is the extra amount we are paying for goods. Value added tax is nothing but selling price plus extra amount. Selling price plus that extra amount is nothing but tax. This value added tax. Okay, while we are doing the formulas, we will understand this concept easily. So just remember that is an extra amount what we are paying more than the selling price. That's all. Now coming to the example problem, depending on discounts, profit and loss, and value added tax. See, my first example is a cycle is marked at 3,600 rupees and sold for 3,312. Sold for 3,312 rupees. What is the discount and discount percentage? What is the discount and discount percentage? Okay, observe the question. It is very clear that they are given market price, sold means selling price, and asking about discount and discount percentages. So this question is depending on discount. In that, what is the formula for discount and discount percentage? Remember. So now just observe the question carefully. Whenever you are getting like this question, first of all, try to write which values are given. Here just observe a cycle is marked at 3,600 rupees. That means market price of the cycle is 3,600 rupees and sold it for 3,312. That is sold is nothing but SP. SP given. MP given, SP given, asking for discount. So very easy. Discount is equal to MP minus SP. Discount percentage. After getting the discount only, we can find out discount percentage. So given for this question, MP of the cycle is equal to 3,600. Okay, and sold it for 3,312. That means SP of the cycle is equal to 3,312. Therefore, discount is equal to MP minus SP. That is, MP value is 3,600 minus 3,312. Okay, now 10 minus 2 is 8, 9 minus 1 is 8, and 5 minus 3 is 2. That's all. 288 rupees discount is given. Discount is equal to 288 rupees. And next they are asking to find out discount percentage. So discount percentage formula we have. Discount percentage is equal to discount by MP into 100. So here every value we have. Discount is equal to MP minus SP. Discount percentage is equal to discount by MP into 100. Discount just now we got 288 rupees and the MP is 3,600 rupees. That's all. So this is the formula. Depending on the question, we need to choose the formulas. Here in this question, MP, SP is there. So we can find out discount by using this formula. That's why I am writing this formula. After getting the discount, we can use this formula also to get a discount percentage. So discount percentage is equal to discount 288 rupees divided by MP of the cycle is 3,600 into 100. 2 zeros will get cancelled. Then 4 9s are 36, 4 7s are 28, 4 2s are 8, 9 1s are 9 8s. So discount percentage is equal to 8%. Rupees 288 rupees. Percentage of discount is 8%. Okay. So once again I am telling, whenever like these questions are given, first of all identify which values are given and write the given data. After getting that, depending on the given values, which formula is related, choose that formula, simplify. Okay. Directly they may ask, if they didn't ask what is the discount, they won't ask what is the discount percentage. In that case also, first we have to find out discount. Then only we can use this formula. Okay. Now coming to the second example. The market price of a ceiling fan. Okay. Ceiling fan is 1600 rupees. 1600 rupees. And the shopkeeper allows a discount of 6%. And the shopkeeper allows a discount of 6% on it. Find its selling price. Find its selling price. Okay, observe the given values. Read the question carefully. Market price of a ceiling fan is 1600 rupees. Means market price MP given. MP of the fan is equal to 1600. Shopkeeper allows a discount of 6%. Discount percentage is given. Observe the given value percentage. Okay, not the rupees. If rupees given means that is amount discount. On it, find its selling price SP is what we have to find. So given that MP of the and discount percentage is equal to 6%. Okay, if discount is given, then we can write easily SP is equal to MP minus discount, but discount not given, discount percentage is given. Okay, from this we have the formula discount percentage is equal to discount by CP into 100. So you can find out the discount first, after that SP. That is one way we have, and one more direct method I give it. See, I have given the formula SP is equal to, in terms of MP and discount percentage, we have the formula MP into 100 minus discount percentage by 100. Yes, we have this formula. Yes or no? Therefore, SP will be equal to every value we have. MP and discount percentage we need. So those two values we have. That is 1600 into 100 minus discount percentage is 6 divided by 100. Two zeros will get cancelled. 16 into 100 minus 6 is 94. That's all. So multiply that. 16 4 is 64, 16 9 is 144 plus 6. 1504. So SP is equal to 1504 rupees. Okay, once again I am telling, observe, just identify the given values and use appropriate formula. This question we can do in another way also. How? Just observe. Given MP equal to 1600 rupees and discount percentage is equal to 6%. Okay, use first this relation, discount percentage is equal to discount 6%. We have discount percentage is equal to discount by MP into 100. So we have MP and discount percentage. That means we can find out discount. So discount is equal to MP into discount percentage by 100. That is discount percentage of MP. That is MP value is 1600 into discount percentage is 6 by 100. Two zeros will get cancelled. 16 6 96 rupees was discount. This is discount. But what we want? SP. Have the formula MP minus discount. And MP value is equal to 1600 minus 96. 1504 rupees. That is SP. So observe, same question we did in both methods. When discount percentage is given, first try to get the discount, after that to find out the SP. This is one method and this is another method. So it is easy to, this one is easy to, if you are remembering the formulas, this is very simple instead of going like this. Okay, no problem. If you are following this method also, there is no problem. But if you are using this, you will get in simplify, you will get simply the answer. Now take few of the questions depending on MP and discount percentage only. So we will see, I'll explain one of the problem, remaining problems you must do. Okay, observe the question. Fill the selling price of each. Fill the selling price of each item. And my first item was, first one is given frock. And secondly given shoes. And third, bag. Fourth one, TV. So like this, 4 questions are given. I am telling only one first problem. So remaining you have to do. And for the first item, they are given MP as well as discount percentage. MP in rupees and discount percentage in percentage. Discount percentage. And we have to find out SP in rupees. Okay, first one 450 rupees, then 7% of discount. For shoes, 560 rupees is market price, 250 and 15,000. And here I have 9%, 5%, 15% as their respective discount percentages. Now first item is frock. So for this frock I am simplifying the question. After that shoes, bag and TV you only simplify. Now observe the question. So because MP and discount percentage is given, SP formula we have in terms of discount and discount percentage and MP is MP into 100 minus discount percentage by 100. This is the required formula for every question. Yes. So find out SP will be equal to MP of first item, that is 450 rupees into 100 minus discount percentage and first item is 7%. So 7 by 100. That's all. So that is equal to 450 into 93 by 100. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 5 2s are 5 9s are. So first of all multiply. 9 3s are 27. 9 9s are 81. 81 plus 2 is 83 by 2. So 2 4s are 8. 2 1s are 2. 17, 2 8s are 16.5. 418.5 rupees is SP. 418.5 rupees. Already here they have indicated rupees. So for each problem you have to simplify and fill up the table. Okay. So once again I am telling, whenever MP and discount percentage is given, then SP formula is MP into 100 minus discount percentage by 100. Just substitute the given values and simplify, you will get the SP. That's all. Here also 560 and 9% is given. 100 minus 9 is 91. 560 into 91 by 100. That's all. Okay. And 250 into 95 by 100. 15,000 into 85 by 100. That's all. Okay. Just to simplify all these problems by using the same formula. And the remaining questions depending on profit and loss and value added tax we will discuss in next class.